Hello, everybody. So, few of you were asking me in a comment, how am I coping? How am I doing? You know, I went through very difficult time, and I'm sorry I have to get through such difficult time. I was never faced with such situation, and so how I'm doing? Well, I want to tell you that first 2 months I just couldn't do hardly anything. I felt sick, I could not eat, I drank only 2 orange juices a day, and I would have to go to shower because I felt so sick. As soon as I wake up, I felt so sick, but always just lying in the bathtub and have this handheld shower showering my body just with closed eyes and, you know, so, and that was happening throughout the day. Then suddenly that unbearable pain and feeling physically unwell. Um, I always have to go to shower again. I felt so exhausted emotionally that actually I slept well. It was bonus because I don't tolerate well when I don't get enough sleep, especially if I'm disturbed from the good sleep. That's even worse. So, we all have a things we can handle better than others and so on. And we all deal differently with the situation we may end up being in. But thankfully, I had a nice home and in a nice, peaceful area, you know, hardly hearing any traffic. There is a traffic, of course, but hardly any. And the place is just beautiful, full of fruit trees and some other flowering plants and trees as well. So I lost maybe 4 5 kilos in those 2 months, and I still didn't put them on because it's only about 1 month when I start eating more. And when I start eating more, it was like I blend one banana in one orange juice. That's only I can bear. I went fully what my body wanted and what I felt like I want. Like, do I feel like orange or banana or whatever? So I started with that. I started blending one banana, and then slowly it was increasing. At the moment, I'm making fruit salad already for maybe 2 weeks. because the reason is that I'm more busy now because the, you know, I'm here on my own and it's different. So I have more chores and I just don't have as much time for other things I had before. But that will change with the time because at the moment I'm still in very vulnerable place. I still feel often bit down and sad in the tears. It comes in waves. I can feel okay and don't even cry for 2, 3 days. And suddenly, like now, for 1 week, every morning I wake up and as soon as I think of mango, I cry. And then when I go on the veranda and I spend there some time, because we used to spend that time together. And when I got some memories with mango, I cry. Or if anybody mention mango, I may cry, not all the time, depends how comfortable I feel around that person. Or I don't know, that's what I think it is. And some people, they just say his name and I start falling down. So it's still very new, raw, and difficult for me. Wondering, pondering, but I know I will get there. And because I already see I'm getting better, maybe I put already 1 kilogram on. I'm wearing skirts now, so I can see the difference in my waist, how it goes in my waist. So I have maybe that much more, like 4 centimeters. But that's not my concern. That's just because I ate so little, so I'm saying what my body done. I couldn't go to veranda. I'm coming to veranda even when I have a friends, people coming in. They always have to come in a house. Normally, usually, when we have a guest, we always sat on the veranda. It's beautiful there. You have a view of parts of the garden and stuff like this. You see the birds and butterflies and the flowers. What have you? Mm. So it's only like two, maybe coming up to 3 weeks when I can go on the veranda with the guests. That feels good. But as I mentioned already on the veranda, sometimes I get those memories with me and Mango. We used to go there together and chat. That was our place together often when we sunbathing in a winter tropical sun, chit-chatting about things, giggling, playing with words, making up different ones, and stuff like this. So I'm aware it is going to take me some time before I'm able to be more in present. You know, my minds go often to Mango and to what happened and oh, hold on. But I am blessed with having beautiful people in the community here. They help me as much as they can, even they very busy people, and I appreciate it very much. And also the landlord visited house. He was very busy here because he was doing a lot of things in a house, you know, fixing things and cleaning the walls and ceiling. We have a very high ceilings here, and so he cleaned all that and a lot of stuff. So that was good. It was really nice to have some people around and have a chit chat there and there. But also when they left, I appreciated I have back my full privacy. You know, I like to be in a garden, in a veranda, in a house, just in a home. I like to be naked as much the weather permits me. And when the people like this around, I have to wear clothes on. And it's it's okay, but I prefer it not to have it. I much more prefer if I don't have to wear the clothes. So it's for me that, especially in the beginning, then I get like used to it. I have something on me that I like to wear often, just very comfortable clothing, clothes, or whatever it's called. So I listen music. Sometimes I listen just birds. That's the most of the time. I really like when I wake up early here in Australia, the kookaburra birds, and I sing together in unissimo in the morning just before the sunrise. And sometimes, say, I wake up 5 in the morning. So I go to eliminate and then I come back to bed and I just don't put the light on. I just lie down on my back and just let my mind travel wherever it wants to go. Didn't try to, don't try to think of anything like what I'm going to do today. I just like fully relaxing. And then when the day is coming, before it start coming, I hear kookaburras singing. And I love it when I say, soon sun is coming up. And then they doing the same when it's sunset, the same thing. Just before sunset, they give us beautiful song. They pretty noisy. So I can imagine if I sleep in a bush here, they will wake me up just before the sunrise. Smart birds. So anyway, and those things, they keep me going, you know, here on the earth. the beautiful nature and the beautiful people. And I'm glad I, and when I first starting eating more, and then was 2 bananas, 3 bananas, what happened later on, maybe week later that I start eating like almost full portion as before, but mine I was making fruit salads or just eating fruit as is. I remember when I ate my first orange after a long time as is, it was just a pleasure and totally different experience. You know, when you juice it, you have that much in a glass from one orange, you know, the average 2 deciliter glass. And then when you eat that orange, that's a big thing. Already peeled, I'm talking, without peel yet, because orange juice is without peel. It's so much more of the material which comes to your body. And the chewing on it and feeling the textures. And it took me back when I was kid and we got oranges only for a Christmas and Easter and only like 1 kilogram for a family. So that's only how we eat them. We would not even think to juice them. We wouldn't even have enough oranges to juice them. So when I start eating more and more, I was like, suddenly my body went crazy. It was hungry, you know, there was constant almost, not constant, but I ate more often than I normally would. And sometimes I woke up at 1 in the morning and I have to go and eat, and I ate like full jar of the fruit salad and just sleep, lie down and sleep just like baby, you know, eat and sleep, eat and sleep. Something got into my throat. That's unpleasant. So I had those eating binges, so to speak, but they were natural because I didn't feel heavy after it. I, even when I ate it in the middle of the night, like at night, two, 250 mils of fruit juice, I mean, fruit salad, I would sleep for the rest of the night. So there is so much on my mind. This mango diet left us. It's it's coming up to fourth month in 10 days. And it still feels like yesterday. And on the other hand, it feels like years ago. It's of both of those time impressions. The landlord is changing the bedroom carpet, so I have to all clean it out. The room have to be empty. And guess what? I start sorting out this house and everything I didn't need from living in kitchen area, I was shifting to the bedroom because I believe that's the last room I'm going to use. Since Mango left, I am only sleeping here in living room. And when I stuck it everything nicely, month later or whatever, I was told, the carpet's coming, so I start shifting back. So I was busy with that as well. In the end, I have a friend and she helped me. And she helped me when I needed most. And she just come on her own accord intuitively. And that's the best way when the help come to me. And what else? It was emotionally for me difficult because there was still a lot of mango things in the bedroom. And that really took me aback a bit, that experience. And at the moment, I feel a bit numbish. I research what or searched what people go through when they lose somebody very close to them. So, there is few phases, maybe there 5 or 7, I'm not sure. That's not so important. But the phases, uh, I go through, I went through already, I think most of them, and now I'm on that bit depression, like when everything gets more numb and I just wanna like melt in everything with everything and just go with the wind like that, like some branch of the tree, and just fully switch off and let the nature take care of me, kind of thing. It's that feeling of, oh, it's just like you wanna just float on a border kind of feeling. And whenever it takes me, it's fine. I'm perfectly fine. Just let me switch off and relax for a while. That's how I feel at the moment for about a week. But I feel good that I don't need to talk about Mango's health problems. And believe me, I didn't tell you everything because I could see people already had it and I don't blind them is so much of it. Plus, I take my time because I try to give you as much. I can remember at that time I talked to you Or sometimes you saw I have to note things because I learned two new things I didn't know, so I couldn't just tell you from top of my head. So, and this is for me relief because it was for me very difficult, and so I'm glad that part is I don't have to anymore talk about the other person when they're not in the present, and I believe I was the person who lived with the mango for the longest time. Lot of his past friends he may knew also from work, and then visiting them at home, even like for holidays and stuff for like longer time. And also I realized what's interesting. Mango's two good friends. One was from Germany and one from Norway. They both also died very early. The one of them wasn't even 60 yet. He had a bad heart, yet he looked very slim, very healthy. He was like eating everything, but that healthy, way organic and not too much of that and balanced and not overeating. He looked healthy and fit. He was involved in art. I think he played in some theater and stuff. And anyway, nobody again, but he knew he ever had problems. And the other friend from Norway, he also died. He visited us here, and maybe a year after he died, maybe 2 years after. But he was born also. He was born sick, and he was sick all his life. So it's interesting, like Mango and his some of the best friends. They wasn't only his best friends. Of course, he had a few very close friends, but those two guys he often mentioned, and he knew their family and everything. So I thought that's curious. They all died in very early 60s. I think that doesn't matter. Maybe even earlier, the other guys didn't even reach full 60. I don't think so. Anyhow, so I just think I am glad I can live in here. I'm blessed with the landlord of this house that he have a very good heart. He is vegetarian raw, more mainly raw, and his father was also vegetarian, also born vegetarian. So you see the strength. I could see the strength. It's incredible. So for me, it's best that I do what only interests me. If I don't feel like doing something, I don't push myself. I don't putting extra burden, mental burden on me. I'm very nice to myself. I I say, to je OK, nemusíš to dělat, není to důležitý, to může počkat. Okay, you don't have to do it. It's not important. It can wait till tomorrow or even day after. There is no rush anywhere. No rush. I'm not here forever. Whatever I can do today, I do today. What I can't, I leave for next time. And if I'm feeling really down, I watch some comedy, something what I like. I know I'm going giggle or even laugh at. And what's going make me laugh, not laugh at. That's that. If you have a not perfect English, you can say really bad things sometimes and not be even aware. I used to do that, and still, I bet I still do it. Oh yeah, or I put some my favorite song and I sing along, and that's at night. Through the day, I go out as much I can, especially when sun is shining there, which is often, thankfully, often enough. And so often, just through the day, maybe I can have a meal. I go sit outside to eat, and so that's how I'm improving. I'm getting some sun on my skin. Maybe you can't see it properly because this it's reasonable through to color, but in reality it's darker. This little bit, not much. More like in the blue, stronger, darker blue. I feel best when I'm around people and we just chit chat, or if it's more, I just listen to them chit chat, and that really helps me a lot. Also, the water, the showers, doing what I only want, and the garden. Garden is best. Garden, I love it. I can easily get lost in there when it's only me and the garden. Takes me back to childhood because when I was kid, I used to freely run around. That was normal in those days. And free as the bird, running around. Before I went home, I always picked flowers for mom. I always ate in the meadows and in the trees and doing cartwheels and everything. And also, I used to play in a way that I found some place, usually was by next to some nice tree. I sat under the tree and next to the trunk of the tree, and I would build only from what I can reach from around me as far as I can go. From here to anywhere I can reach, what I look around and check every detail, and what I like, I picked, and I built little houses with little gardens. I used to love that. So today, when I'm in a garden, working in a garden, I always, it always take me back to those days, and I feel just the same, and I just the same enjoying not building little houses, but taking the beets out and watering the plants, mulching the plants, just taking care of garden. ah, I love to do that a lot. So today, my friend, she took me to with her to, or we went together, but she took me, she come home to my home and picked me up, and we went to this craft group in a park, and it's just always different. I think I mentioned it here in one video. I was there already once, 1 week, and yeah, beautiful. Different people again, some the same, some different. Again, beautiful talk, music, bit of singing, and appreciation of each other, lot of hugs. Somebody brought beautiful lemons from their garden, the kind of lemons I really love. They're not so sour. They like have a lot of sweetness about them too. They beautiful. I actually even love to just squeeze them and drink them on their own. They're not so sweet, but they don't have that like aggressive sourness like those common ones. At least here in Australia, we get in the supermarkets. They have those pointy ends to them, and no, it's not my kind of lemon. I never ate lemons unless as kid, yes, of course, because there wasn't enough fruit and lemons was always available, and we always had them at home because my father used to put every day lemon in a tea. That's what Czech people do. They put in a tea lemon, sugar, and cordial. But I never drank the tea, and I use lemons to put on the bananas because I like sweet and sour taste. But here, when we moved up here, mango brought them. They didn't even look like lemons. We didn't know what they are. They more like round and really soft, thin skin, and they full of juice. So much juice in one of those lemons. They can be big, as the average orange. So we have a tree up there, and it's not producing yet, but somebody brought from different area. At the group also there was somebody brought freshly picked mandarins. So people, if they have too much of some produce, they will bring it in a box, and whoever takes whatever they want. And today, because everybody took what they want and they were leftovers, they were given to me because people there know I'm the fruit. I'm the fruit one, fruity one. I'm the fruit muncher. I'm the one who loves the fruit, and I eat it, and I love it. So that fruit is helping me a lot as well. So I also gain new friends during the meeting different people for different reasons slightly. And this lady is just real sweetheart. We both feel very comfortable around each other, and so it's good to have a friend like this. And I only hope that it keeps going. She's very lovely, caring, and she's just being herself, and I'm being myself. And she takes me to shopping to help me, with the carry stuff and so on and other stuff. And that's her work. She takes care of old, sick, frail people. And as I always have to be exception, I'm disabled. I need help because of my disability. I'm paraplegic. So, and that's why Mango was my carer. Mango left us. So now I getting people actually coming here and help me with things and take me to shopping, go shopping with me. And this lady, this who asked me for friendship later on, she noticed that I'm buying very different groceries than other ladies she takes for shopping. She does this for since she was like 15, not 15, 20, and she is few years younger or older than me. So she's seen, she see the difference, and she have to comment on it, of course, because she says things, and that's what I like about her too. She says what she thinks, or if she wonders about something, she just don't think it and make her own story in her head. She just asks. She says, she address it, if she wonders about something, or if something um make her think, she voice it. So she said, you're buying so differently than all those ladies. And she see too. I'm not sick. They see also that I don't have any serious illness. And that's already like everybody who comes from that department, they have to be process of filling forms and so on so forth, that they could see a look different one than average Australian 70, yeah, 60, 80-year-old person. There are people who look well in this age, who are not have a overweight or have already some disease. They all can believe in a way that I not suffer anything, and this my illness or any illness, but in a way they understand it. They look at me, they know my age, they can see. I was told, I see some nurse last week, and she told me I look healthy. So for some people, I may look unhealthy, I may look sick, whatever, 100-year-old, as they told me, some of them in the comments here, but in a reality, I get opposite. And in reality, it's not my issue what people think of me. If they think I look 100-year-old, so be it. Because I'm happy. I don't I don't eat any medication, and I can enjoy my life most of the time. Even I'm going through very difficult time of my life. I still get the satisfaction in each day of being alive, to do things alive, to be gentle to myself, with myself, and with others, to consider the other humans as living creatures who have feelings just like I do. So I'm doing okay, considering. Good news is it's a winter time, and winter time is here beautiful time. It's hardly raining, if any, and the the, the days are heavenly. Not so much insect, and the nights are cold. But if you wrap up properly, if you get your blankets to keep you warm, or some people have a dogs to keep them warm, some people have a partners to keep them warm. Whatever you have, I'm sure you have something to keep you warm, as I do. And if you don't, look for it, because this is what we can control. If you are cold, there is a base to warm up. If you are hot, there is base to cool down. If you are hungry, there is the ways to find the food, to get the food into you, and so on. And if you not have that ability, you look for other fellow human beings and you speak out. You say, I need this, I need that. That's what I'm learning too. It's difficult for me, but if I don't do it, I would not survive, because I'm now in a situation when I need other people. Like I needed Mango, and he needed me. We needed each other. We needed each other companies. Me and Mango, we disagree on very few things, but we agree in most of the things. We have a hiccups, but they were very rare and very short-lived. And there was always respect. And even if any of us lost it for a while, for a second there was always respectful apology, sincere apologies from the heart, and there was always sincere forgiveness. So it's difficult. Mango was the most beautiful person I ever met. I'm happy I could live with him, even at some levels. It was difficult, but that good outweighed it for me, the difficult. You know, a lot of moms with newborns say that. Sometimes it's very difficult, but one little smile of that baby smudged that all out. That difficulty is vaporized. So something on those lines. I try to explain how, yeah, how it is for me. So I'm going forward. I'm doing things, and in a way wonder sometimes. I wonder where my future will take me. What will happen next? I'm meeting nice people today at the park. I met really nice lady. The new lady I never seen in a group before. Not that I was there too often, but I was there a few years ago. So it was nice to chat to her. And yeah, beautiful. I had a beautiful day in the park with the friends. The goal is go every week, but last 2 weeks I was sleeping in. So for me to sleep, healthy sleep is more important than go to group. Even that's important too, because if I don't look after myself first, I may not be able to go soon to group at all. for whatever reason. The reasons can be many. So I hope you get something from this. You get some picture how I'm doing. And I hope you see with the time how I'm improving. If you have any questions, ask any questions, ask, and I will give you the answers. And if I have them. And also, next time, I'm ready to share with me my mistake and how I pay for it, how I did something I would never do again to some certain extent. And it's going to be maybe few parts. So I hope you don't get sick of it, but I need to share it. It's going to be here for future references as well. If anybody asks me, I can tell them, check this one out if you're really interested, check the videos. So anyway, I wish you all the best. I wish you the best and lots of love. And I feel a bit worn out today. I have a very busy 9 days, and today I was out and I already have a lunch, good salad on the veranda, on the sunshine, energy, and fruit energy. And I'm looking forward to see you, hopefully next Friday again. I hope I can make it. I hope you can make it. And if you don't know where to go, always follow the law. If you have a question mark, if you can make decision, if you don't know if you're going right or left or forward or backward, always question, is this move act of love? Is this move coming from my heart or some the love in my heart or just some desire to whatever? Because I believe if you choose every decision based on love, never on money, on love, I believe that you are on the right path. At least that's how it works for me for many years. And I'm really glad I can live the way I do because I have a full life in love. Doesn't matter what. I believe the love will always win. Sometimes it doesn't look like it, but it only doesn't look like it. It's just the time of the darkness. And then the light will come again. Because we all sometimes have those dark moments. Whatever reason they arrive for, they there. And we all need to somehow deal with them if we want to keep going forward wherever is our destiny. I love you all. I thank you all and lots and lots of love. And I'm sending you big hug and I'm sending you kisses.